Hello, divine masculine, feminine, how are you? Happy to have another week. Going, oops, a lot of energies already, I feel. Okay, a lot of emotions. There's a lot of things that's happening at the moment for the divine masculine. So let's see what's happening in his mind space at the moment, where he's at. Win or lose in his mind space. Wow. It's all about communication from the heart. Because it could be he's feeling he is winning or losing the battle over himself. And it's the way he communicates to himself, what he's saying to himself, what his mind is focused on. You know, do I give up? Or need to take new steps, you know, to reinvent myself. Or maybe it has to do that he needs to communicate his love for his divine feminine, or towards his divine feminine, because his inner feminine and masculine are separated, and that needs to come closer. So go into dialogue with yourself and asking your divine feminine what she needs and what do you need to give her to feel secure in yourself, to be in balance again. And it could also be that he needs to communicate his love towards his divine feminine. You know, it's I almost feel it's a win or lose situation. So it's all about communication, new communication. You know, it's the balance within. It's a decision you have to make for yourself in different situations. What's in the heart space? In the heart space, it's death and rebirth. It could be that there is a huge transformation going on in his heart space, and that is and that's the thing. It needs peace. The heart needs peace. And it could be that he is sending this peace now to his divine feminine. That's interesting, because he's going through in his mind space. It's a win or lose situation. It's a transformation. It's a new beginning. The end of a period or a situation, and a new beginning. So it could be that he needs to defrost his heart, you know, from the icy cold, and now opening up again, and give it peace in his heart space. Give peace for it is what it is. Don't go into the future. Don't go into that space of what if. You know, you never know. You never know. We don't have any answers for the future, right? That's why you're watching me. That's why I needed to laugh, because some people can see the future and some don't. But, you know, don't go too far into the future, because we're living now. And every moment in the now, we can change the future because of our decisions we make. You know, what happened in the past, we can't, you know, we can't change that anymore. There's no way we can change it. That's past, so you don't have to go there anymore. So we go to the future, and we're staying in the now. So when we're staying in the now, we can change everything for the future, because we changing our minds. Maybe we are changing the things, how we think about it, about situations. But this is a transformation from the heart space, and this transformation needs peace. It's peace for the divine masculine within himself, with his feminine side, with his masculine side, which way he wants to go. You know, is he going to a higher realm? Is he staying the same? It's all a choice, but in his mind, he knows and he's aware that it is a win or lose situation. So, yeah, he feels it. He feels in his heart that it needs a change. It needs a shift. And the transformation it will give him the power to transform and start anew. Oh, that's beautiful, because yesterday I wrote a poem, and it was so beautiful. It was all about rising up, changing out of the ashes, out of the bones, and changing your energy. Wow, that's really amazing. What is his higher self saying? Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Don't look into the future. Don't go day by day. And you know, when you're going by that flow and you let that flow in without fighting and transforming your heart space, then everything is in the moment. Everything will flow. Everything is the right way and the right thing on the right path at that moment. Everything what comes your way, it's something that needs to go in flow. And that is only possible when the divine masculine and the divine feminine within yourself are in balance, because otherwise they're too busy to fighting each other and you don't see what's happening all around you. So go in that flow, meditate, you know, go into nature, give yourself rest, sleep if you need to sleep more. And that's what his higher self is saying. You know, go to the heart space, go to that higher heart. You know, bring that energy into your higher heart, where you meet the sun, you know, where you're connecting with your spirit guides, where you're connecting with your guides. And how does his higher self saying about the divine masculine towards the divine feminine, I mean? How does he see his that she's teaching people, that she's learning, that she's giving knowledge, that she is out there, that she doesn't hold anything back. There's no shame, there is no energy for holding back anymore. She knows that she's a teacher, she knows that she has a goal, and that's what his higher self is saying towards him. You know, you see your divine feminine as a teacher of life, as a teacher of for women, for men, for children, and in that awakenings process. So that's what his higher self saying about his divine feminine, as she's teaching. And maybe he has to listen to his inner divine feminine for the teachings that she has to give to him. It could be his inner goddess that he needs to listen to, you know, and connect with the goddess. You know, a lot of men are almost always connecting with the god. But if there's no goddess, you know, it's out of balance. And goddess is God. So that is in unity. In God there is no goddess. So go to your goddess, your inner feminine, and let her teach you about nurturing, teach you about how to love, teach you about how to love yourself, how to take care of yourself. Okay, but that's her main goal. That's his higher self saying that is her pathway. So what is his what is his uncomfortability? Meditation. It could be that he's searching too much outside of himself instead of within. And if you see here, it's the heart of branches, you know. Go in nature. There is where you find your heart. There is where you find your love. There is where you find the connection with your divine feminine or your inner feminine. There is where you get nurtured, get protected, be held and supported in every step you take. So, you know, and everything is a reminder for you, you know, the birds, the animals, they all have beautiful messages for you. So go into nature, and maybe it's a feeling that you have, you know, that you are that it's difficult, you know, sometimes when you're tired, or, you know, there are so many other ways to go outside. Ask for support if you need support. You know, don't let a beautiful day pass by being inside. It's no use. Go outside. Create, you know, go and search for branches and, you know, and create something out of it. So your mind is not always occupied with the lower frequencies. So, and it's not an escape. No, it's not an escape. The escape is being inside and doing nothing. That's the escape, you know. But when you're going outside and you're searching for things to create something better for yourself, so it will take you, if you can't meditate and you go into creativity, you go in making stuff, it takes your mind out of everything. Okay, it's a form of meditation. Okay, what is he going to do about it? Wow, that's good. He's going to take the lead. He's stepping out of his shadow side, out of the darkness, out of probably he needs to discover what is holding him back. What is holding him back or sliding back every time when he's moving forward. It's almost like he's sliding back, and he has to find his way and his balance where he needs to step in before he slides all the way back. So it's if you feel yourself sliding back, your emperor has to step in and say, okay, stop it now, forward. Otherwise, if you let yourself slide back totally to the back, it's a long climb up. But if you grab yourself, you know, when you feel you're sliding back, you only can move forward from that point. It doesn't mean you have to go all the way back and then all the way up again. No, you just have to push yourself a little bit more to get all the profit out of that out of that saboteur, out of that energy that's holding you back or want to trap you back in procrastination. So step in your king energy and take, because you have all the knowledge. You have all the knowledge. So yeah, and take it from there, and don't let that shadow side take away your sunlight, you know, because it's taking away your brightness, it's taking away your sun, it's taking away your abundance. So you know, go in this beautiful, beautiful emperor energy, and you know, fight for what is what is needed to get back in balance. Do everything you can. If there are people around you that want to help you, don't say no, because you know it's your honor or whatever. Sometimes when I look at myself, my inner feminine says, oh gee, you know, you can't do this, you know, this is a man's job, right? It's too heavy, you can't do this. And when I say to my divine masculine, well, how can we accomplish this? Do I have to get help from the outside? Or can we do it together? And then out of nothing, that divine masculine within myself gets such a strength, and he pushes through, and he says, okay, let's do it together. You know, I will pull you through. I will help you with this. So it's not just only a support system for yourself, but it's also a guidance. He can give you, and like the divine feminine teach the divine masculine within, so also the divine masculine can teach the divine feminine within, and give them the knowledge that they need. Okay, so that's what he's going to do. You know, he's putting up his crown and he's taking his knowledge in his hand, and he is moving forward and saying, okay, I'm moving a step forward because I know I can be that emperor, you know. And it could be sometimes when the energy shifts so much, what we feel, you feel also the collective. And we need to be a supportive factor for the collective. So, yeah, step in that role, you know, and it's, you know, in your heart space that you're transforming. Don't let yourself slide back, you know, you have all the knowledge. And it's, yes, it's a win or lose situation in your mind space. So bring the divine feminine and the divine masculine back in balance. Okay, so what is the higher self saying about this relationship? The higher self saying, you need to come out of isolation. You need to show yourself. You need to have the connection with the people that are caring about you. You know, go to that sun. Get that sunlight. Get out of the pittiness. Get out of feeling sorry for yourself when we are in the earth, inner earth, when we transforming, you know. Now it's time to get out. It's to grow, you know, and get make yourself stronger bit by bit, you know, to emerge yourself. And that's what what the higher self is saying. You really need to get out of this isolation, because sometimes when we are in our house, we are in a very comfortable place, right? It's warm, it's cozy, it's but you don't transform what you need to transform. You transform when you're outside. Okay, what connects them together? What connects them together? What connects them together? Daydreams and decisions. So the divine masculine and the divine feminine are daydreaming. Well, that doesn't work. that doesn't work, right? When they're both in dream state, you know, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, and they're like, oh, in this dreamy state, nothing happens. You know, decisions needs to be made because of the balance they need to have in their life. So coming from that heart space that is in transformation, and then grounded it into this earth and make decisions, you know, where do you want to go, you know, let yourself slide back, or do I move up? So it's all about making plans for the future. Doesn't mean that that it eventually will happen if you don't take action and you're just daydreaming about it. That won't happen. You have to make a decision for yourself and take action. And that's what combines them together, you know. It's about, maybe it's about they have a vision, and they want to see if they are on the same line, if they have the same visions, and then accordingly towards that, taking action and making decisions if this is the right way to go or not. So this is what they where they both are in, the masculine and the feminine energy. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching and for this week. Let there be peace and let there be harmony in yourself to work through this and getting out of that isolation. Get out there, get out in nature, be creative, let yourself be taught or guided, or if you need a coach or whatever, you know, you can contact me, and I can guide you through any point where you're at. So yeah, you find all the information in the description box below. Next week I have two spots left. So if you want to have a reading, or you want to connect with me, or you want Tony Robbins coaching, you know, let me know. You know, go. There's anytime I can help you if you need support and guidance, and where you need to go. We really get you into that state, in that higher state, that you can push through everything, and I can give you the tools and everything you need. Okay, blessed be, and I see you next week. Bye bye.